cooled down by the condenser, taken to the the major condenser to be cooled down as water, and then recycled back into the system. You can realize that this is energy free, then the production of electricity is massive since you are going to use water. So this is a picture of the containment bridge we have. That is a containment, a real picture of it. And then we have the an example of the whole system I showed you with a picture. This is an example of it. We have the containment bridge over there. We have where the plants are being kept. And then we also have the condenser, the big condensers where the waters are kept, and then cooling is also done over there. So you can get all from the pictures. We move on to the disadvantages of nuclear energy. They are expensive to build. Nuclear power plants are very expensive to build. They cost sometimes from $2 billion to $9 billion. That is even from data in 2009. And then also one of the disadvantages include accidents. According to what happened in Chernobyl and Fukushima, we get to understand that no matter how safe things are, accidents are bound to happen. And then when they happen, they release harmful energy and radiations into the system, which destroys our environment and then humans as whole. And then they produces radioactive waste. When the uranium are being used, they form down into lighter nuclei, which are hot, and then where it produces radioactive waste in the process, radiations in the process. These radiations are harmful to humans, plants, and other living organisms. So they are kept deep under the sea or deep underground to prevent them from human contact. And then they take longer time to decay, so which affects human living. If you are going to use nuclear energy continuously, that means you are going to provide a lot of waste, and then the waste here cannot be controlled in the process. So we have to dig a lot of trenches to keep them in. The impact on the environment, the miners of uranium. Uranium naturally undergoes fission. So when this happens, they're going to form lighter nucleuses, and then they release radiations in the process. The ones who produce these ones are going to get in contact with them. They might get sick. Security threats. Uranium is also can be used to make bombs and then nuclear weapons, which are dangerous to human existence. So sometimes they should be kept under strict supervision and then kept from people who might use them to hurt other people. Limited fuel. Uranium is very abundant, but the specific isotope used over here, uranium 235, is very rare. But since it has lots of energy in its process, we can use it in the production of electricity. We move on to the advantages of nuclear energy. That is, the advantages of nuclear energy operation is very abundant. That is, we have low cost of operation. Even though it is expensive to build a plant for nuclear power generation, it is very low to operate it. That is, it costs low to operate it. You need uranium, and then as the processes are already been built, you just need to ignite it, and then the processes goes on in a chain operation to produce energy for you. Reliable source of energy does not depend on temperature, pressure, wind speed, or even water around you. You just need uranium, bombard it with nucleus, and then whether the temperature is low or high, these things will undergo nuclear fission to produce energy for you. They produce low pollution, that is in the form of carbon dioxide. You don't get to produce carbon dioxide in the production of nuclear energy. And as the world is being heated by global warming, it is best that we understand that these ones will prevent carbon emission. That is, they will not even produce carbon emission to destroy our ozone layer and then cause global warming. There is sufficient fuel available. That is, we have lots of fuel available. Since a little amount of mass can produce vast amounts of energy, the little energy we have here can produce vast amounts of energy for us. And then it is 800 times efficient, 8,000 times, sorry, 8,000 times efficient than our normal source of energy. So we move on straight to the future of nuclear energy. The future of nuclear energy lies in what is called nuclear fusion. That is, whatever is happening in the sun, that is, two hydrogen isotopes come together to form helium. This is amazing. And then scientists are trying to replicate what is happening in the sun right here on Earth in France. That is called the ITER. And then they are building the biggest tokamak to absorb this energy in the form of magnetic radiation to produce energy. And then this is going to break the frontiers of science since these things have been tried, then they are not being stabilized. So the ITER is trying to stabilize this and produce a vast amount of energy for the whole world to use. Countries that came together include China, the European Union, India, Japan, Korea, Russia, and the United States have combined their resources to conquer one of the greatest frontiers in science. And then this is amazing. They are going to produce 500 megawatts of fusion power, which will be converted to electricity for our consumption. They're going to achieve a deuterium and tritium plasma, in which the reaction is going to sustain. They're going to sustain this reaction for a very long time. As the sun never goes off, they're going to try to replicate this over here, that this thing never goes off. Then energy is being produced continuously. Then they're going to test tritium breeding. As this happens, tritium will be they are going to test the breeding of tritium. The tritium is one of the heaviest nucleus of hydrogen, heaviest isotope of hydrogen. So when they are going to test the tritium breeding grounds, that is, it is difficult to get tritium around. So when this is being done, they can produce lots of tritium around and then use it as fuel for our production. Demonstrate the safety characteristics of fusion device. I'm going to demonstrate to us that even though fusion nuclear energy is dangerous, and then fusion will be more dangerous, it is going to be easy to produce. They're going to devise ways that we can make systems in place to produce this vast amount of energy in a safety manner. Thank you all for listening to this.
I will request the participant, Mr. Brian, to please turn on his camera and his microphone for the question and answer session. And I would also like to remind the audience that they are free to send in their questions for the participant through the chat box.
Yeah, hello, my name is Atovefri Brian from the University of Energy and Natural Resources, Ghana.
Yeah. You mentioned that cost of nuclear, the capital cost, had increased from $2 billion to $9 billion from 2002 to 2009. What was the reason for that?
In 2002 to 2009, the world energy was increasing, and then there was much dependency on fossil fuels. So the world needed a better source of generating electricity that would not destroy the environment, which was nuclear then. So much energy was emphasized, much money was deposited into it, and then the resources needed were vast. That is why there was an increase in price from 2002 to 2009.
Well, it's like a massive number. Do you think the numbers are right? And then it does not mention any size of the plant. What size of the plant were you talking about?
According to the Ghana Energy Atomic Commission, what I read from their news, they said it depends on mostly the amount, the type of generators they're going to use, and then the type of how many fusion plants you're going to install. So if you're going to install a lesser amount of fusion plants, that means that you're going to cost less. That is the reason why. But currently, the world is depreciating in terms of nuclear energy for European Union, for those in Europe. But those in Asia, there is an increment. They are building more plants to facilitate the increment of energy in their areas.
Okay. John?
I think it's very brave of you to talk about a subject as controversial as nuclear power. So I admire your bravery. Nuclear power in many ways has had a very bad, has suffered a lot of bad publicity. How do you think the industry can get over that?
The industry can get over that. As I said, the future of nuclear energy lies in nuclear fusion. That is, they are trying to replicate what is happening in the sun here on Earth with the tokamak, ITER. There is currently a research ongoing that they are going to create this, which will be stabilized. You know, the sun does not go off. So this one, there will be no person there to implant uranium fuels into it maybe after a year or 2 years. Normally, for nuclear power plants use uranium for almost 2 years without being replaced, which is much stable. But with this one, they are going to replicate what is happening in the sun, which means that there will be less time involved in substituting the fuels. And also, the tokamak is going to use a magnetic fusion, which will absorb the amount of energy and then prevent it from getting into the environment. And then this is an ongoing research, which will project our energy systems, and they're going to provide about 500 megawatts of fusion power, which when converted to electricity I think would solve most of the world current energy problems now.
Well, I was a much younger man than you are when I first learned about fusion. And at that stage, I was told it was about 20 years away. It's been around since the 50s and continually it's 20 years away. Do you think we'll see it?
Yes, please. I think you'd see it because previously the previous researches were made by only specific countries. But currently, the European Union, France, United States, all these great countries have come together with great scientists and engineers on board. And then they are projected that by 2035, they would bring this into existence.
Okay, excellent. I think the UK is part of it as well.
Yes, please. Yeah, the UK is part of it.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Peter?
Thank you, Brian. As John says, I think it is a very brave subject to choose and quite controversial. You said the basis, the efficiency of the plant was 800 times better than conventional, did you say? Sorry, 8,000 times.
8,000 times efficient.
What's that based on? Because it can't be, is that on the fission process?
Yes, please. The fission process produces much energy, which very less of it is even though converted to electricity. But you would realize that the amount of energy produced in the co-reactors, let's say in convention, let's say a one co-reactor, just one plant produces about one nuclear power plant produces about 1 gigawatt of electricity. Then you use a coal plant. That means you're going to use twice of it. You're going to need about 2 or 3 coal plants to produce as much energy as the nuclear power plant. That means that much of the energy is absorbed though in the coal power plants and then the fossil fuels. But with the nuclear power plants, the energy produced is much higher, and then very few is converted. So much plants used in the place. For the Fukushima plant, they used only 3 reactors and very few plants on board. So if you increase the amount of plants and then increase the amount of water being heated, you're going to direct it to more generators, which are going to provide much energy. But because of the fear and what's happened in Chernobyl, people are afraid to expand the plants. That's why we see lesser numbers.
So, yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to understand, because the amount of energy within the nuclear fuel, extracting anything like the amount of energy you do from, say, a coal-fired fuel source. There's a lot of waste energy there.
Yeah, there is a lot of waste energy there because we use lesser plants. We use lesser plants. That is lesser amount of generators in the process. That is why most of the heat is being retained. So if you use much plants, much generators, you're going to generate much energy.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Salman, any questions from the audience?
Yes, sir. We do have one question from the audience. Allow me to present that. So Moses from the audience is asking, if we are going with nuclear energy, with the downside of creation of radioactive wastes such as uranium, mill tailing, spent reactor fuel, and other radioactive wastes, even with nuclear fission, is radioactive waste totally eradicated?
No, with nuclear fusion, yes, there will be much waste eradicated. With the fusion, if I heard you right, with the fusion, much waste will be eradicated because currently the world has less deuterium and tritium, which we need in researches. So if you're going to even provide deuterium and tritium in the process, they can be used in the research. That means that there will be less waste produced. But with the fission process, there is much waste because the waste cannot be stored properly. We don't have a proper storage site that we have to put them in water for some time before even storing them in deep trenches, and then and sometimes even under the ocean.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you very
Okay.
much.
All right. So thank you very much to the judges as well as the participant, and best of luck. And with that, we conclude our presentations for today's event. We would like to congratulate all of our participants for their competent efforts and their innovative ideas. We will now shift the judges to a separate breakout room where they can discuss amongst themselves and finalize the results for today's competition.
So, hi Salman. I was wondering that in the meanwhile, while the judges are with Dr. Aneeb, so we can have a quick feedback session.
Sure, sir. We can have that arranged. Will you be overseeing the session? Would you like to take the lead?
Yes, so I will take the lead. I just wanted your permission.
Sure, sir. As you wish, we can do that.
Okay. So it has been a very, very fantastic event so far. I must say I was enjoying a lot. I don't know about other people, and especially with their topics. They were very diverse, from prosthetics all the way to nuclear energy. So I would like to actually get some feedback from our participants. So if I could call one by one to see what you guys want to share so far, how your experience has been, especially because you are the winners of the competitions already before this regional heat. So if we could start with Dipshika from UAE. Is Dipshika still with us?
Sorry, sir. I believe Dipshika is the second host of our event. I do not think she is a participant.
Sorry, I meant Subiksha. Yeah, I got mixed up with your name. Sorry. Thank you, Dipshika. It's a Subiksha. So if she is still with us. Okay, so looks like she's not there. So can we then go to Krishna from Mauritius? If he is with us, would you like to share your viewpoint, your feedback so far? How's everything? Okay, so looks like someone has to unmute from the admin team, Krishna, so that he can speak.
Right, sir. We will get on that. We will unmute him as soon as we can.
Mm-hmm. Looks like he still cannot access.
Hello?
Yes, Viksha, are you back now?
Yes, I'm so sorry. There was a small disconnection in network.
Okay,
I couldn't hear the
no,
questions.
Nothing really. We are just actually going through for all the participants to get your feedback with your journey so far. So just wanted to get your feedback on how you felt the UE level competition was, and now you are participating in the regional one. So just some comments really.
Yes, yes. So it's really motivating that this is a way like we could develop our presentation skills. It's quite a healthy competition as well, because there are a lot of competitions, but people do not get a chance to like show their talents and all, because in university academic level we do get opportunities, but it's more academic based, but here it's more like social environmental based as well. So this is definitely helping, and getting a lot more and like getting to know a lot more topics from other participants is also amazing from the Sophie competition. And definitely it's motivating me to drive towards my particular goals and the targets which I'm trying to achieve. Because of this, I'm actually improving the project as well in a quicker basis. So this is definitely helping me out, sir, about
So
Sophie
that's
21.
really nice to know, Subiksha, because that's the aim and objective of whole exercise, really to develop all the young engineers, to give them the confidence, the communication skills, because that's what it is all about. So if you can articulate whatever you have studied or whatever your research areas are in a job interview or in a real presentation, this is, what actually makes the big difference. And going forward, hopefully, as you said, this will help you in your career. So thank you very much, Subiksha. Let's hope for a good result. So I will just looking at the time and being mindful. So if we have a quick word with all the contestants. So let's see if now Krishna's mic is working. Thank you, Subiksha. Over to you, Krishna.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can see you and hear you now.
Yes. Hello.
Okay,
Sorry.
Krishna, first of all, congratulations. It was a very nice presentation, and especially a bit emotional, if I am honest, when you talked about your own, of course, pet there. So I just wanted to know about your journey, how you're feeling so far. Are you really nervous? What do you think? What's going to happen next? So yeah, just over to you, really.
Yes, so at the very beginning of the journey, at the local level, it was a very nervous experience. It was something new for me to come up with the mechanical engineering and to speak it out. And there was a time in my life that I really was not sure if I'm in the right field, because I tended really to think a bit more humanitarian at times rather than the very critical thinking part of engineering. But there was a time I tried to find the humanitarian part in engineering, and I could find it through this project, and really voicing it out like that in front of all of those prestigious members was really something that I feel very blessed to have been able to do. And my own beliefs, philosophical beliefs, tell me that my dear partner is still with me here. I'm not alone in all of these. And I would also like to congratulate all of the members, all my fellow participants. Being an environmental activist myself, seeing how each and everyone, their interests are very focused towards our environment is very important, because as scientists and engineers, it's very essential to be able to communicate the science, especially to future policymakers, because at certain times the science gets lost because it is not communicated properly. And I think that IMechE is doing a very essential job, especially for the future, because the planet will be not ours, but we will be part of it in the near future. We will be the future policymakers, the future engineers for our planet. And I believe all of these are very essential aspects. And I would love to thank all of you, the organizing committee. Right now, there is a class 2 cyclone in force in Mauritius, but half of the organizing committee comes from Mauritius, and hats off to you. You didn't cancel anything, and you're young, we're all young, and especially Ahmad too. Thank you so much. It really shows how IMechE empowers the young generation, not just to communicate, but really to manage the space around them. So thank you so much for this opportunity.
Our player, and I do understand. Yeah, I've just heard about the cyclone. See, you are very right. It's all about empowerment. It's all about the seriousness that yes, IMechE's platform is for young engineers, and you're very right in saying that engineers solve problems. That's the whole job of becoming engineers. So whatever happened in your life, as you have gave the answer, that how did you approach with that project. So I always see myself that engineers have to be useful to the society. They have to be useful to their own home to start with. So I'm so glad, and let's hope for a very good result. So in my eyes, everybody is already a winner, because coming up till here that far, I think it's a very brave thing. Let's put this way: when I was in university, I never knew these type of platforms. I was not able to join anything. So it is, I think, a big privilege that at least you guys know, and especially now with this virtual platforms, we are almost all over the globe, including the participants, including the judges. You know, we are actually talking from different time zones, which is very interesting. So thank you very much, Krishna. Again, I'm mindful of the time. So I would like to go to our next participants, Nurai. If you are still with us, if we could have your viewpoint, your journey so far, how you are feeling about Azerbaijan's local level, and now you're competing on regional level.
Hello again. I'm really happy that I participated in that kind of competition. In locals, yes, I succeeded. I personally, I wasn't expecting to be a winner, but then I saw my video and saw that my topic is really one of the ongoing topics in the world right now. And when I won, I was really happy that I will represent my country in regional finals, and it's really proud to me to represent my country. In this competition, firstly, I wish good luck for all the participants, and whatever the result is, it doesn't matter whatever the result is. I learned lots of things from here. That was a really good journey, a really great experience for me. And this competition helped me to improve my presentation skills. It helped me to do more research and made me make me to learn more about topics about topic I chose. And I also learned from other participants topics, really interesting facts. And so I'm really grateful to be here.
Very nice, and right. Just to mention, I've been lucky. I have visited Azerbaijan. It's a beautiful country, and I've been to Baku just before COVID, and COVID happened after that. So again, I wish you all the best, and I hope this platform has given you the confidence, the skills that will be useful in developing yourself as a young engineer and going forward in your career, in your life, and the things which you will achieve after that. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
So now I would like to move to our next participant, contestant. I think, let me see the name. So he's Noman. Noman, are you with us? So if Noman is with us, so we can have your comments. I can see Noman is online at the moment, but his mic is on mute. Okay, so let's move to then Samson. And if Noman comes back, we'll have his point of view. So Samson, if you are with us and you want to share your feedback, your journey from competing at the local level to the regional level, and of course representing Nigeria, what are your feelings?
Okay, all right. It's been a wonderful experience, actually. My first trial for social competition. I was actually new to it, and I got insight from it at the first. I came back. I made it. I made the winner for my local level. So it's been a great experience so far. So it showed me that being an engineer, you also need the ability to market your ideas, make it presentable, make it in a way that someone will really be interested in investing in your ideas or your. So it has been great experience. I saw from other presentations, other students, I saw more projects that they are kind of intriguing. I felt like I was reaching out to the world from my little corner. I was networking, seeing more engineering ideas that I couldn't even imagine. So it's been great all the way. So I'm thankful for the platform, thankful for networking with um, various great minds around the globe. So it's been wonderful for me. Thank you.
Okay, great, Samson. So wish you all the best. Let's hope for a good result. And of course, this is a journey. As I said at the start, all of you are winners coming up to this far. You know, that's even a big thing to achieve. And so this will be hopefully a valuable contribution to your skill set, uh, going forward. So thank you very much. Now I think we have Ryan. So if we could hear from Brian, and Brian was representing Ghana.
Yeah, my name is Brian, and then it's not been easy from the beginning. Actually, from the local one, I had about a week to prepare, and then it was not easy. I actually knew nothing about nuclear energy, and then with this opportunity, I've been able to understand at least most of it. Also, there is no nuclear plant in Ghana, as you know, and then this gave me a better understanding of nuclear energy, and then why I could also make people understand why it is important that Ghana invest in it. I don't know, for other people, uh, electricity is nothing, but to us in Africa and then probably Ghana, electricity is a major problem. Then we need to stabilize it. So as I sat and thought, this gave me an opportunity to imagine, think, and then think as an engineer. So that time I applied, I was in level 200 then, currently in level 300. As a mechanical engineering student, it's not been easy. IMechE gave me a better platform. I was also a shy person who could not speak in public and then present, but I was groomed and trained by the event coordinator, Michael Yabua, and then King Lucas Darkun, who helped me to present and then speak well. So far, IMechE in Ghana has inspired a lot of us, from Formula One to railway and Sophie. That is speaking opportunities. So it's been a very nice experience so far, and then a great honor to speak to every people around the world, and then from different time zones, and also say thank you to my aunt and my sister who are currently watching from France and then UK respectively. Thank you very much for watching me. Thank you very much.
And Brian, to let you know, this is actually a global event. I know many people, myself as well, who are online from different parts of the world. So it is a great opportunity. And think after we finish, hopefully the recording link will be shared on IMechE's website on the news portal. So people will have access to this event and they can see what was discussed. So you can imagine what you guys are doing is very big. It's not just an event, it's more than that. It's about people, the young generation, the young members again, for their confidence, for their upskilling, so that they know these type of platforms are available. And of course, this happens every year, so they can participate and we can inspire them. So as the word is here, we call it as we want to make sure that we are promoting mechanical engineering. So that's what we all are doing, so that people know that we exist in the world. And through these platforms, this is a good opportunity to motivate our young generation. So thank you very much, Brian. I just want to check quickly if we had Noman back. If he's available, we could get some feedback from Numan?
Sure, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Numan. So over to you now.
Uh,
I want to know your journey being from Pakistan level contestant to regional level. How are you feeling?
so first of all, I want to thank Allah Almighty for giving me this opportunity, and then after that, it's really an honor for me to present among such the top contenders, and I wish them all very best of luck. And everyone's performance was just amazing, so close to perfection. So best of luck from my side to everyone, and hats off to the organizers as well. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Numan. Good to hear from you. Now, I would like to give some time to organizers as well because you are the heart and soul of this program. So, if you could share one by one your feedback, your journey, how you are feeling. So, I can start from I think Deepshika because you came before, so I felt a bit bad that we were not able to hear from you. So, over to you, Deepshika.
Thank you, sir. Actually, this Sophie event is my first event. Is the first event I am hosting. I am very much honored to be able to give my participation in this event because it is an international event. I have been going through so many good presentations. So many experts are here to give their point of views. The questions and answer sessions are very informative. Overall, I learned a lot about so many things over here. And this is my journey to IMechE has just started, and I hope I will be able to participate in more such events in the future. Yeah,
Sure, it's really nice to hear from you that you are also developing and seeing that difference is being created because management skills and coordinating skills, of course, they are also are very important. So thank you very much, and I would like to hear from Suleiman now. So Suleiman, if you are with us, then please let us know how you are feeling so far with your organization of the program, being the host, a co-host as well.
Sure. Thank you very much, sir. So this is definitely a very big honor. I have hosted a few events in the past within Pakistan related to IMechE, but definitely nothing of this scale and this magnitude. So it is an honor to be here and to see so many excellent presentations from all of the participants, because I understand that these participants have put so much of their time and so much of their energy into each of these ideas, and to be able to just sit here and watch them give the crux of all of that effort within such a short duration of time, I think is a very big blessing. So for that, I'm very thankful. And obviously, listening to all the judges and the critique and all of the guests present here today, it is a very good experience to have as a young engineer. And I hope that in the future I can learn from this as well, and that I can grow and hopefully contribute myself as well to this excellent set of ideas.
Very nice, Salman. And I think the main thing which you said is we always learn and we are learning. I mean, I am learning. I am sitting here watching all the presentations. There's always something for everybody. This is the whole idea. And I would like to invite Gunish, who is actually the top guy for all of this event to happen. And, you know, behind the scenes, he has put a lot of effort. So Gunish, over to you. Please share your experience with all the organizers and participants and make yourself known for what you have done today.
Thank you, Faisal. Thank you, Suleiman, for that. Yes, so hello, everyone. My name is Ganesh Bandhu. I am a final year mechanical engineering student. As Suleiman has mentioned in the beginning, that I'm the president of IMechE for the UOM Students Chapter, so that's University of Mauritius. And yes, so like, yeah, I've kind of been organizing this whole event, but with great support from Faisal, Dr. Unib, Ms. Gohar Shukat, and Hassan. So without them, like, it would be really difficult to make this possible. And also, I would really like to thank my team, the University of Mauritius Student Chapter. So thank you very much. I would like to thank Mr. Bridge Mohan, who is a representative of IMechE in Mauritius, Dr. Ramaswamy, who is the liaison officer in Mauritius. So when I first joined IMechE, I never expected to be part of organizing a regional heats. So this was a really exciting event, and I got an amazing chance to do this. And of course, maybe in my later on in my volunteering experience, I get to do more of these beautiful events. I got to collaborate with many different countries. So there was UAE and Pakistan involved. I would also like to give a huge shout out to Faisal, Amin, and Basir Siraj for the beautiful posters that they have made. So all those posters that you've been seeing was from them, and also Leticia Luis, who's part of the IMechE member in Mauritius. So she's also been helping out with the posters. She's made a few as well. So now the one thing that we've all been waiting for is the winner. So we have our winners, and I'll be announcing them. So the second runner-up for Speak Out for Engineering, Middle East and Africa Regional Heats, is Mr. Krishnadeva Pentaya. So congratulations to you on winning this position. And the first runner-up for Speak Out for Engineering Middle East Africa Regional Heats, that would be Nouman Afzal from Pakistan. So congratulations to you. And the winner for Speak Out for Engineering Middle East and Africa Regional Heats is Subiksha Sugumar from UAE. So great congratulations to you, and of course to all the participants who have participated. I really enjoyed your presentations, and I must say I've learned a lot from them. So congratulations, Subiksha. If I can ask you, yeah, I can see you. Yeah, if you'd like to say a few words to the audience. Yeah.
My heart is still pounding. I really expected probably second or first runner-up position, not a winner's position. I can't really believe it. Yes, won it. Thank you so much. This is really amazing. I can't really believe this. I'm not able to go get the process along, and I really expected the other participants to win this, because especially Krishna and the heat detection system, I mean the leak detection system, everything was really mind-blowing. So I thought I didn't even have a chance against them, but this is really amazing. Thank you for conducting this, and really this is one of the most proud moments. Thank you so much. Really feel it's blessed and honored to take part. Thank you so much.
Okay. So Suleiman, I guess you're taking over now. Are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Sure. All right. So once again, many congratulations to our winners. It was thoroughly deserved, and believe me when I say that listening to all of your presentations was truly a joy and a very big learning experience. So thank you, congratulations, and the best of luck. Now, before closing the event and before the closing note for the event, I would like to call upon Dr. Muhammad Uneed, the contest chair from IMechE Pakistan, to say a few words regarding the event.
Thank you, Salman. It has been an amazing event, exceptional effort by the organizers, Ganesh, leading this activity, and wholehearted support by the judges who made themselves available, from taking time out from their busy schedules. John Pollard, Peter Brewer, Distinguished Toastmaster Sarfraz Nazir, and Distinguished Toastmaster Mohammad Qayyum. Thank you very much, all of you. I'm aware that in US it's early, very, very early in the morning, and you've been with us from 2 o'clock, very late till now. So I think we really appreciate your involvement. So congratulations to the winner, not only the ones who stood the podium for winner and runner-up, but all of those who participated learned a lot. I would just only say that it's that difficult ideas, how you present it in a manner that gets the audience convinced about its workability, about the idea, and when you go and work as a professional engineers, it's exactly this is what you need to do. You need to present, and often the audience does not know what this, they may not be the technical audience. So you need to present in a manner that is simple enough so that your audience can absorb it, take it, and get convinced that it's a really brilliant idea. So very well done to all of you. Congratulations, everyone. Over to you, Salman.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, finally, for the closing note, I would like to invite our distinguished guest, Mr. Hassan Ansari. He is an IMechE fellow, a chartered engineer, and a proven business leader who specializes in strategy, industrial infrastructure, manufacturing, and more. Sir, if you would please take the stage and say a few words.
Okay. Thank you. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening to everybody as appropriate. Thank you very much for letting me have this opportunity to share a few thoughts with you, and then to also congratulate the winners and thank all the participants as well as the judges and the organizers. My view on SOFI has been oft repeated in various sessions. I am fully convinced that IMechE's Speak Out for Engineering is one of the most, if not the most important event that IMechE has in place. We often, and very often in fact, complain that engineers do not make it to the top in their organizations, and they don't seem to be as successful, or they don't seem to be successful as people from other backgrounds and professional qualifications. I've always felt that communications is the key, no matter how good we are as in our technical competence and our learning. In fact, doctors and engineers, if you just compare the amount of knowledge they have to assimilate in their early years just to be able to be at the beginner's level of the profession, is not comparable to any other profession. And having done so, it is always a pity to see that, engineers do not get to the top of all their organizations. This is because mainly, I think, for communications and other skills, and skills related to communication. So I feel that it's Speak Out for Engineering, your ability to speak coherently and concisely to an audience and put your views across, whether you're in a technical excellence field or you're on the operations excellence field. So it's very important. Now, I'm really happy to see this event. I mean, it's one of the best organized so far. while I've been at the helm as the regional chair for Middle East and Africa. I'm really delighted to see all the countries coming in and participating. We have the traditional participants from the UAE, Pakistan, and Nigeria and Mauritius. But this time I can see people have competed from Azerbaijan and Ghana and other places also. And I would hope to see more people participating from other parts of the region. I would like to thank all the judges. They are from, and it's really nice to see an international panel of judges, not the local. I mean, they come from as far as the UK and at the other side from Sri Lanka. That actually brings a lot of value and lot of quality to the event. I'm really grateful for your time and your participation. Then to Toastmasters International, we came up with this idea of collaborating with Toastmasters International about 10 years ago when we started Speak Out for Engineering in Pakistan. And thanks to Dr. Uneeb, who's a Toastmaster himself, this relationship has worked very well in Pakistan. But now I'm really happy that it's working for the entire region. And I would encourage in each part of the region for us as young members and chapter leaders, as country leaders, to look out and associate more and more closely with the Toastmasters in our own countries so that our participants can have better coaching and better mentoring. And then to the organizers, Gunisht, thank you very much for volunteering and stepping in where Gohar was having problems. At one moment, I thought that we might not be able to do it properly, but this is an exceedingly well organized and well managed event. Thank you, Dr. Uneeb, for your contribution in bringing in the coaching and guidance for everybody, and also re-engaging with the Toastmasters International properly and briefing the judges and working with the judges thoroughly. So with that, once again, congratulations to the winner and the runner-up number 1 and runner-up number 2. And hope you all do well in your lives. And all those who've participated, I really wish you well. I feel that you have learned from this event and you will continue learning more about effective communication and public speaking for promotion of your careers and excelling in your own fields. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hassan, for those words of wisdom. And with that, we will conclude today's event, and what an amazing event it has been. We witnessed a remarkable level of competence at display from all sides, due to which this event truly stood out and lived up to its name. Congratulations to our winners and to all of our contestants, and thank you for making this event as exciting as it was. Your creativity and innovation are a source of inspiration for us all as members of the engineering community. We wish you all the best of luck for your future endeavors and hope that you continue to grow as professionals and as engineers. Moreover, we present our sincerest gratitude towards our esteemed panel of judges and to our special guests for today's event. Not only has your cooperation been vital in the successful execution of this event, but we have all learned greatly from your feedback and wisdom. Lastly, thank you to everyone who attended the event and added to its prestige. We hope that you all found it enjoyable, exciting, and encouraging. With that, we bid you all farewell. Thank you and have a great day.